Hi guys, today we'll be designing the inbox page of a real estate mobile app. Let's get a section to keep our work organized. So here's the navigation bar and the status bar. Let's make this bigger to add some breathing space. Okay, okay. So the objective of this design is to make conversations easier to scan, organize, prioritize, and act on. This is actually part of a larger project where I'm exploring how UI layout can support quick decision making for home searchers. So here we have some icons I already sourced from Iconify. I've equally saved the colors we'll be needing under variables for easy access. In the course of this design, I will try to explain my design decisions. So let's get started. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So let's get our frame. We'll be using iPhone 16. And that's good enough. Let's set our layout guides. Let's bring in the status bar. You have to position it. So after that, you have to ensure that this status bar is fixed. You come under prototype and change the position to fixed. This is to ensure that this bar doesn't move when users are scrolling the page. All right. Okay, 20 is fine. Semi bold. Okay, let's change this to auto. So for the spacing, we are going to be using multiples of 8 and 4, multiples of 4 and 8 to maintain consistency. We missed something here. Okay. So let's set this to 40, sorry, 40, and give it a total corner radius, a perfect circle. So take this in, make sure it's center aligned. Okay, let's give it a fill, a white fill. Yeah, take this up. So let's group this into an auto layout. All right. So the next thing we do is set categories. Okay, let's change this to recent so that it's going to explain our sorting logic, the sorting of the charts. This explains it better. So we'll go with 14 instead of 20, and then place this into an auto layout. Ensure the height is up to 40 so that it can be easily clickable. I'll stretch this a bit. Okay, this is fine. Corner radius of 10. Let's give it a white feel for now, but since this is going to be our default state, it should have our primary color, but let's keep it at white for now, because when I design, I like designing in black and white first before I start filling in colors and images, as though I'm designing a wireframe. So I like designing with white and black to see how it looks before I start filling in anything. The reason for this is most times when you design with colors and pictures immediately, you don't really get to see the problems of the design, because the colors and the images might kind of blind you from your errors. They might hide your errors from you, making your design look so sleek when they are not really that sleek or even functional. So I try to keep it at white and black first before I start filling in colors and images. So duplicate this for, yeah, let's add one more. This has to be fit. Okay, it's already on fixed width, so it has to be fixed width. So we change this to unread, unread messages, and then this should be archived. Um, okay, let's reduce this to medium. Okay, let's give the users the ability to customize their category. So keep this to 40. Make sure it's centered perfectly. We give it, turn it to a perfect circle. A white fill. Right. So let's place all of this into an auto layout. Okay, this should be 16. Okay, good. 24. All right. So let's start creating the fictional charts. The fictional charts. So let's keep these at 45. Okay, 45 is okay. So this should be a complete circle. This is what is going to house our avatar. It's going to have an image field. So you can see So this is going to be the placeholder, an indication that an image is supposed to come in here. So this is going to be where the name of the contact is going to be. Okay. Um, okay, 14 is fine. 14 is fine. Okay. So this is going to be a snippet of the message. So let's keep this at regular. Medium. Okay, regular is better. And let's give it a different color. Not going to be full dark. Let's give this a gray color. Okay. Yeah. Let's place this to an auto layout. All right. So one more thing, I'm exploring adding a pinned chat section. And normally we have pinned chats in other applications, messaging applications. We normally have our pinned chats somewhere here under the categories. We have the pinned chats here, but I want to do something different because we want to make this application as user friendly as possible. So instead of placing the pinned chart here, we want to place it somewhere below, somewhere here, where we call the thumb zone. The reason for this is pinned charts or users pin their charts because these are charts that they want to frequently refer to because they have an open conversation. So they want to reach these charts easily. They don't want them to go down where they have to scroll up to access them or stay in areas where they cannot easily reach them. So they pin the charts. That's the logic behind users getting to pin their charts or getting to pin a chart. So to make things more easier for them, instead of I think placing the pin chart up here even beats the logic of pin charts. So I think it's best we have the pin charts below here. If you disagree, you can tell me about that in the comment section though. But let's explore that and see how it works out. So this is going to house our avatar, right? So here's going to be the user's name. Still okay. Let's make this 12 instead, so it's not distracting, and make this medium. See how that works out. Yeah. Okay. This four by the side. All right. Let's give this a feel. Let's add this. Let's make this four since it's a tight space. So make this four. The spacing. Okay. So we'll make this a maximum of um 4 pinned charts. So we can allow users to pin a maximum of 4 charts, the most important charts. Let's take this out. All right. Okay. Let's take this to 14. Make this medium. Okay. Let's see how this works. So we get a pinned icon. Let's reduce this to say 20. I think 20 works well. So let's place this into an auto layout and this. All right. Add some patterns. We have a little problem here. We have to change this to hug content so it covers the whole content here. So change it to hug. So it's good now. Let's give it a wide fill. So these items here, these cards, let's add an effect. Change this to 1. Then give this a subtle opacity. 15 is good. Corner radius 10. Okay. Let's give this a corner radius too. 10. All right. So let's play this to see what we have so far. Okay. So this is what we have so far. I'm liking this already. All right. So this is going to be centered. Okay, just this way, but it has to be from edge to edge. Okay, 24 here. Good. Okay, good. So let's take this out for now because we have to fill in this. We have to add extra conversations. All right. Okay. This is too much. Let's take one out. Let's add these. Let's group them into an auto layout. Auto layout 16. Let's make that 16. 16. I think 16 is good enough. Yeah, it should be good enough. Now let's work on this. So the sorting, the sorting logic here is that the conversations are arranged in the order of recency. So the conversations that come recently, the recent conversations stay at the top. So that is how we're going to sort it, order of recency. So this, let's change this to, this conversation was, let's say it came in 1 hour ago. This message, last message here. Okay, let's change this to just one H. One H. Let's change this to 2. All right. So let's change this to 2. Okay, 3 hours. Let's make this 3 hours. But there's going to be no message here. There is no recent conversation here. So it should be 3 hours too. And no recent conversation here. Okay. So good. So we'll do the same thing here. So these are not very recent. So we're taking this out completely. The same thing here, not very recent. So we're taking them out. Okay. So I'm good with this. Um, Now let's start filling in the contents, the images, the names, and the messages. You'll see how easy this is. We are going to use a plugin that makes this process very fast and easy. You don't have to think too much about it, just easy. So the name of the plugin is called Content Rail. It's a plugin I use very often. I use this plugin very often. It's quite helpful. It's quite helpful. So if you're a designer out there, try looking out for this plugin. You'll find it very helpful as well. So for this, let's look for avatar. Let's go to image. You can see the interface of the plugin. Very easy to navigate. So you come under image, you look for avatar. We already have avatar here. So this is avatar for male avatars. So let's try it out. Does this look like an agent? Uh, Not a bad one. Not a bad one. So let's use a female agent here. I think this looks like a cool agent. Yeah, female here too. Oh, uh, uh, okay, this is good. Glad I didn't give up on time. Okay, let's get another male one. Yeah, this is not bad. Um, okay, all is good. Okay, I'll go with this. Now we are not done with this plugin. Now we have to get names for each of these contacts. These are agents that the user is chatting with. So let's get names for each of these agents. We'll go under tests. Um, so this is a content filler plugin, very helpful. So let's look for male names. Male names. Okay, call the foreman. Foreman. Like this one. Sounds looks like this man though. It actually looks like Call the foreman. There's a problem here, but we're going to fix that. We have to turn this set this auto layout container to hook content so that it's going to fill out this properly. But we'll get to that later. Let's just get done with this. Okay, the mail ones first. Anthony Cook. I like that name. Anthony Cook. What do we have here? James Philip. Good one too. This one looks like Mark Zuckerberg. Caden Fine. Let's Colin Miller. Okay, Miller. Right. So let's search for female names. Female names. Okay. Right. Okay. I think we have the names sorted out now. So let's go. Let's get fictional messages. Okay. Message. We're going to fix this. We're going to fix this. So what we'll do is set it this way. So you can see that this extends beyond the container, and we don't want this. So what you do is we're going to drag this in, but before we do that, let's add a constraint to this test. What the constraint is going to do, what it does is when there's a test that extends beyond a particular limit here, is going to cut off the test and add ellipses to it. So let's just do that. Let's do that so you see. So you come to this part of your panel and click here under typography, and then you go to truncate test. So you are trying to truncate this to constrain it to stay within a limit. So we add this, so we've truncated this to just one line, and we drag. So you can see what's happening. So we drag this to this extent, right? And then we'll copy this and add it to the messages here so that we are going to have a uniform design. If I come to this place to replace, All right, good. So we've sorted that out. So now let's change the messages. Um, I need messages that looks like messages between an agent and a house searcher. So let's look for uh, sample test like that. Let's change this to, let's see what we get. Agent message. Yeah, I'm not really getting what I'm looking for. I think I've used, okay, here it is. Test messages sent by home buyer. I think I've used this before and I pinned it. Good. See how easy it is. Okay, so I think I'm done with this. This is all for content rail. Very helpful. So let's fix this constraint issue here. It has to be hog, you know, it's already at hog content. So I think it's an inner content that is the issue. So this one is the issue. So there's hog container, hog contents rather. Okay, hog contents. So the last one. So we're almost done with this. Almost done with this. So you can see our page is looking alive now. Oh, we forgot this. We forgot this. But not to worry, we're going to do that. So we are going to get our content row back. So this is where we are going to position this pinned chart. Somewhere up here. Somewhere up here. Okay. So let's get our content trail in back and complete this. Okay. Not looking bad. Mm, okay. Okay. Okay, let's make this one a female. Have we used this before? I don't know. Okay, well, we've used it before. So let's change it to something different. Okay, this is good. All right, so let's fill in the names. For these cards, we are only going to have the first names here. For these cards, for the pinned charts, we're only going to have the first names here, just a single name. Okay, this is for male. Nita. Good. 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 Esther. Okay. I think I should change this image. It's kind of blurry. So let me change this image. I think this is even better. Even though it's dark. Okay. So we are done with this. Let's bring in our navigation bar. Copy it. I send it in. So you position it correctly to the bottom. You ensure it is fixed so it doesn't scroll with the rest of the contents. Yeah. Okay, let's keep this so. We're almost done. Let's make this 32. Let's keep it here for now. Now we'll come back to this. Let's finish this part. Okay. So we change this to the primary color, kind of brown, dark brown. Change this to white, 24. Let's pull this up to 24. Okay. So in order to make this page scroll, the content here needs to extend beyond the boundaries of this frame. So what we're going to do is, because there are some contents behind this pinned section, so we have to make them scroll up. So to do that, what we're going to do is we'll add some padding at the bottom of this auto layout grouping. To make that work well, we're going to add a padding that is as big or a little bit bigger than this paint chart card here. So the size of this, the height is 145. So let's add 145 as padding to this and see how it looks. Sorry. So padding of 150. Let's make it 150. It's not scrolling yet because we've not instructed Figma to allow this frame to scroll. So we'll come to this part, prototype, you select the frame itself, you come to prototype, you can see the overflow is saying no scrolling. So we'll change that to vertical. So you can scroll vertically. So you can see it is scrolling now, but we have a little problem. This pinned section shouldn't scroll. It shouldn't scroll with the rest of the page. So we have to fix this at this spot as well. So it's fixed, stay in place. So let's look at that again. So you can see it is not scrolling with the rest. Okay. So it's not coming out fully. We are going to still take care of that. We're going to take care of that. Okay, let's add some more paddings to that frame. This is 79. So let's say 150 plus 79. So let's see what we have. Okay, so this is almost perfect. The scrolling is almost perfect. We just have to add a little bit to this 79. Let's make this let's add, sorry, let's add 6 to this. Okay, so this is good. Everything can scroll out now. Now you can see at this top, this content is scrolling above this section, the inbox, this sort of navigation here, the top navigation, and we don't want it that way. We want this to be below this. We want it to go under or even scroll together. We want this to scroll together with this. So let's try that out first. At this point, this is fixed. We don't want it fixed for now. So let's scroll with parents and see how it looks. Okay, you can see everything is scrolling. But what if we make this fixed, but everything goes under it? So you can see that this top, the status bar is transparent. So let's add this to the status bar. We add all of them into a singular frame and then make everything transparent. I think that will be better. Okay, let's see. 24. Okay, let's take out the fill here. Fill. This is 23. Okay, let's take it out. All right. So let's add the fill, the white fill now. Let's keep this to 7 or even 10. Then add effects, the background blur effects, change this to 23. Okay, so you can see the difference now. Okay, let's add a little padding to this at the bottom. Let's add 8 to it. Okay, okay, so this is good, this is better. So this is better, right? Okay, this is good. This is good, this is good. All right, So one last thing before we go, let's change this state here. You can see the navigation is is still indicating the home page, while what we have here is the inbox page, which is this. So we have to change this to this and this to this. So let's get the corresponding icons for that. Oh, for this we have this and we have this. So let's bring them out. Okay, we have to close this for now. All right. Okay, so we fix that. All right, so that is all for this page. We are done with this design. You can see. So you can see. How does it look? Should we add some spacing here? Is this 16 okay? Or is this still too tight? Let's add 24. Let's make this 24 and see how it looks. Okay, I think this is perfect. 24 is perfect. I'll need to extend this beyond 24, the spacing between these two. Make this 32 instead. Okay, so we have a little thing to fix here. Make the top 24. It's okay like this. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. Now let's bring this more closer to the bottom. Okay, with this here, let's make this 8. Okay, so it's better this way. So this is good. This is good. I think this is a more finished product that is ready for the market. So we have our charts or inbox page ready. That is all for this design. Let's say you want to present this in your dribble accounts. So you want to mock this up. Let's say you want to mock this up. You are done with the design, but you want to mock it up. So there is a plugin for that. There is a plugin for that that helps you do that easily. So it is called Visual Mockup. It's a very helpful mockup, a mockup plugin. So let's try it out and see how it looks. Okay, the plugin is ready. So you can see, you select whichever one you think is suitable for what you want to do. This is good. I think this should be iPhone 16, but let's still look for something different. Yeah, I think okay. Let's check this out. Okay, this is iPhone 15 Pro Max, but it's still going to serve. It can serve. So how you do this is you come here, you click on the frame you want to mock up, you crop it so, and there you go. Let's set this to high, the quality to high, and then we create the mockup. Let's look at what we have. So you can see what we have here. Is that not beautiful? Very easy and beautiful. Okay, this is good. This is good. Thank you for watching. Bye.